Hi, Cancer. Welcome to your February 2021 general reading. This is going to be for you, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, but please keep in mind that it's not going to resonate with all of you guys, okay? So definitely check out your Moon, your Rising, and your Venus. Thank you for coming here. If you're new, what's up? My name is Danny. If you're returning, hello. Thank you for coming back. Happy Aquarius season, happy Valentine's Day, happy Black History Month, happy Mercury retrograde. Um, I'm actually really happy for you guys. I really love this reading. The message is so clear. I think you guys have a lot to be proud of, right? And I think that you guys are going to have some beautiful payoff this month. First of all, in terms of romantic connection and relationship things, things are looking up. Things look pretty good. I think in the first half of the month, you might find there are times that you're a little bit more in your feelings. Maybe a little bit more moody, maybe feeling a little bit more defensive. So I would say really watch it the first part of this month, because I do feel like you are feeling a little bit more sensitive. And I say that too because Cancer right now, us being in Aquarius season, this is hitting your 8th house. 8th house it's connected to Scorpio, right? It's about death and rebirth and sex and transformation and all that. It's a very deep, heavier energy. And I do feel it like it's coming up in your cards to where you might be a little bit more sensitive. There might be things from the past that kind of pop up and maybe make you a little bit more moody, a little bit more irritable, that type of thing. But like the rest of this month looks great. So that's really the only thing in terms of watching out for that you might want to do. So even if you are in a relationship or if you're single, it's a really good time to kind of spend time alone. I think Aquarius season kind of brings that to the forefront anyways, just because Aquarius is like literally the opposite of groups, right? Like when you think Aquarian energy, you don't think groups and cliques and all that. Like Aquarians are individuals and they're very, they follow the beat of their own drum and they're the rebels, but they are also very involved in terms of they care about community, they care about animals, they care about what's right, right? So anyway, I say all that to say, first half of this month, you might be a little bit more irritable, might find yourself in some kind of touchy spaces, a little bit more defensive. But when I tell you, like, the potential for connection and love and building legacy with someone towards the end, my God, it's so pretty. Like it's pretty, you know what I mean? Okay, so you guys start off with Page of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Pages are childlike energy. They're very young. They're not quite developed. They are learners. Like they're people who are still learning. Someone who's still green in some certain aspect of something. But Page of Swords talking specifically has a lot to do with messages coming in. Some of you guys might be connected to to air, right? Because you also do have in your environment, you do have a Queen of Swords, which we'll get to in a moment, but I do feel like there's definitely a message coming in. It could be directly linked to this Queen of Swords person. This could be someone that you've maybe taken a break from, something that you've taken a break from, haven't visited that or talked to it or, seen or explored this option in a while, because Four of Swords is really about healing after a heartbreak, right? This follows the Three of Swords. This is really about being by yourself and finding the time to meditate and get clear and get close to source and, really kind of heal. Yep, and then right underneath that, King of Cups. Oh, and then right after that, Queen of Cups. Yeah, so, okay. Love this. This makes even more sense than I thought I was going to make. So let's start here. You guys start off with Eight of Cups, which goes to the Seven of Wands, and then Two of Cups. We loves it. It's funny because it's interesting. This Eight of Cups, it's in your past position, but I feel like this is even more past than you think. I feel like this is like the culmination of like either the last 8 months. This could be like the last year, whatever the time frame is for you, because of course it's going to be different for each person. But there was definitely something that you had separated yourself from emotionally, right? This could be a person, this could be a vice, this could be a way of doing things, this could be a business, whatever this is, it really required you to step outside of yourself and really move forward, which is saying a lot for a Cancer. You guys do this back and forth dance thing of ooh, 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 right? Because Cancer, we get so easily stuck in nostalgia, right? That can be like the killer. But this is a time where you guys had moved forward from something. It's like you had efforted it so much, given your time, your feelings, whatever this is, right? Whatever these cups are full of for you, you guys really kind of stepped out on faith and stepped forward. Well, in order to do so, it's interesting. It led you to this place where Seven of Wands. Okay, Seven of Wands is defensive energy. Seven of Wands is very much like someone who literally feels like they're being jumped or ganged up on. And look at, I mean, she kind of technically is. Here she is standing at the top, battling 6 people, right? We got 6 wands up against her one, but she's got the upper hand. So that's something to keep in mind whenever we're talking about this. I think that whatever you guys went through without, over the last year, last 8 months, 8 weeks, whatever this is, um, it was necessary, really, in order for you guys to see how strong you are. I think that this is a time for a lot of you guys, especially if we're talking about relationships. This is probably the first time in a long time that a lot of you guys were alone, right? Like alone, really to sit there, to look at your life, to get the healing that you need, right? Without any other distractions. So in that way, it's very, very good. It was a very good move for you. Now, the way in which it was done, and that might be different for everybody, but that might have left some friction between you and others, which is why that Seven of Wands might be coming up, right? The Seven of Wands is that defensive energy of you feeling like, look, I'm doing what I have to do right now. It's interesting. I talked about this being your 8th house energy for you guys right now, and you got the Death card. This is Scorpio. So some of you guys might be dealing with a Scorpio. Maybe you have Scorpio in your chart. But what I can see is there's definitely a death to something. And for some of you guys, again, this is going to relate directly to a person, maybe a relationship. For some of you guys, this is a death to certain behaviors that keep leading you into the same place, right? You guys are really in that space of transformation at the moment. If you even think back, like your world probably looks very different from how it did or how you thought things were going to go. And I actually think it's a really, really good thing, because at the end of the day, you guys are now taking charge. There's no more, doing what you think they want you to do or what you think you should do. It's really about you stepping into this space of Emperor and calling the shots. Emperor is the daddy. Emperor is the father. Emperor is the authority. Emperor is the boss. Emperor is the law, right? Some of you guys might also have an Aries person in your life too that maybe you've had some back and forth with. Maybe you've had to stand up to them. We do have the Strength card here that's connected to Leo. So, there may have been something, or there may be something this month that pops up that kind of makes you a little bit more like, yo, ready to kind of buck up on somebody. But I just want you to be mindful of that, right? Again, Mercury's retrograde this month. So in terms of communication with others, things can get a little wonky. Sometimes we can, perceive something that wasn't all the way there. Like, let's say someone texts me and then I feel like through their text tone that they were being disrespectful, and they're like, girl, how did you think that? Like, it's a text. So things can get very much lost in translation at this time. I just want you guys to really keep your head, understand that you have control over yourself, especially if this is someone who's trying to be pushy with you, because I do feel like there's this for some of you, this need or this urge to maybe kind of flex a little bit more. But I assure you, you really don't have to. I think just stay your ground, stay your peace. And it just is what it is. You feel me? What I do like about whatever you've gone through, the things that you've learned, the lessons, that you've learned, the things that you've walked away from, what it did was it kind of had you out there, right? It kind of forced you to acknowledge your vulnerabilities and cater to them, because there's one thing about Cancer, Cancer is the mother. So Cancer has a hard time not being the mother. Cancer has a hard time not being that role. Cancer has a hard time not being the person who in the relationship takes on everything and just internalizes it and doesn't say anything because, this is what I do. So what this did for you was really kind of open things up. A lot of you guys have been doing so much good work on yourself, and it's great. And then what it leads you to is this connection. There's a real chance for connection for you this month, Cancer. One that is meaningful and one that is balanced and one that is fair and one that there's a lot of passion there. There might be some distance involved in this connection. There may have been even, let's say this is someone from the past too. And I say that too because we do have that death card that showed up, right? So death is about rebirth. There is kind of this, could be second chances type situation. You got a 5 of Wands. That's clarifying this 2 of Cups. 5 of Wands is very much about competition or kind of just things getting in the way, right? If we're talking about action, or we're talking about Wands, we're talking about action. If we're talking about 5s, we're talking about kind of chaos and change and really the inability to take action. So this could be something that maybe there were some things getting in the way of you guys actually coming together, but this month it seems like you and someone else come together. Now this could be a water sign person, this could be a fire sign person, this could be someone who has water in their charts, this could be someone who has fire in their chart. Doesn't really matter. What I do love is through all of the mess, and it feels like there might be things that pop up this month that could be, a little problematic. It feels like you guys find a way to come together. And I say that it could be a distance too, because homegirl's in the ocean and homegirl's on land. I don't know why they did it like that, but there's kind of almost like, even though they're right in front of each other, I feel like there could be like a distance thing, and maybe that's been the conflict, right? But it really feels like all the work that you guys have done on yourself emotionally, all the things you walked away from that didn't work, all the things that you really let die out, all the ways that you stood up for yourself, all the ways that you were very direct and like took authority over your life. Now it leads you to this place of beautiful connection where there's lots of passion there and lots of happiness. This is family potential, right? 10 of Cups is about family. It is about coming together. It is about the ultimate happiness. It's about feeling really fulfilled. Now, this next row is my favorite. You guys go from Queen of Swords to Ace of Cups to 10 of Pentacles. Ugh, I love it. Queen of Swords is what's in your environment. Again, some of you guys might be dealing with an air sign individual. You have Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. But the Queen of Swords is someone who is wise through her life experiences. She's wise because she's gotten her heart broke before. She's wise because she's made all the dumb decisions in the past in her 20s or whatever. And though now she has better sense and she has better discernment and she chooses better for herself. This is someone who stands up for herself. I feel like if you guys have, like, let's say there's been some distance, because also this could be someone that you've been dealing with, especially like virtually or online in some way with that Page of Swords that's coming up as the unseen energy, right? There's going to be big talks here, and big talks, especially in terms of legacy and relationship moving forward. If this is someone brand new, y'all ain't playing, like it's moving. I do think that there is talks about extending love. I do think that this person wants a relationship with you, I will say. I do think that this person sees future long-term things with you, I will say. Right? 10 of Pentacles is about family, it's about abundance, it's about legacy, it's about all of that. Home. Yes, this person loves you. 10 of Cups. You just make them so happy. This person could be a air sign with a lot of water in their chart, or a water sign with a lot of air in their chart. Does not have to be. Page of Cups. This might be a month that you guys hop into a relationship. Page of Cups, Knight of Cups. Right? Pages come around the cusp of new things. So, okay. And the Knight of Cups, that's like a love offer. It's like the hopeless romantic. Yeah, there will be talks in terms of in terms of relationships, what you guys want to do moving forward. I think you guys are both on the same page in terms of wanting to make this a thing, because it just feels like you guys both feel really balanced in this relationship. Like you guys like yourself in this relationship. And I think those are the best relationships, when you meet someone who makes you like yourself more, someone who brings out the best in you type thing. And I think that that's where this is. There's a lot of love to go around, because you guys um, are both in a place, it feels like, where you've done the work, and you guys both pull, or you know, you have enough love to go around to pour, to have the excess to pour into other people's cups. Lord, Mercury retrograde, I'm sorry. Watch your finances at this time. You've got the Four of Pentacles that's clarifying the Ace of Cups, right? So this might be like you guys doing some date night type things, but just make sure you're not like balling out of control. Four of Pentacles also talks about holding tight to the things that we value. So especially in terms of that, like, I think this is someone that you are not willing to let get away. Like, you recognize that this connection, this person is someone that you value. And so I think that you guys are really in a place where you're like, no, I don't care what's going on. I'm not letting this go. You got the Chariot card here, right? Chariot is your energy. It's about success. It's about victory. It's about moving forward. It's about yin and yang. It's about balance and hope and healing and all the good things. It's really about pushing forward. I think that this month solidifies a lot of relationships for Cancer. It's become more clear than ever what you value, what you want, what you're willing to do to get it, what you're willing to do to maintain it. 10 of Pentacles, last card here. We love, of course, it's about legacy, it's about family, it's about abundance. So great opportunities too, especially for money coming in for you guys. Really, this whole month looks beautiful. I would just say the first half-ish might be a little touchy. I just feel like you guys are going to be in a little bit more of an emotional place. And so you might be irritable. So you know, watch out for that, I guess. But it feels like, yeah, it feels like mid-month on, like it's on and cracking in terms of love. 3 of Pentacles clarified this 10 of Pentacles. So 3 of Pentacles is about coming together and doing good work. Some of you guys might even be at the place in this relationship where you are talking about future in terms of, hey, so our living status, what are we going to do? Are we, you know, I feel like there's a lot of action being taken now. Especially if this is a relationship where maybe you guys are kind of coming back together and trying to make something work, where in the past you guys weren't able to for whatever reasons. I just get the sense of, I could literally hear you guys like, I'm not letting you go. Like, I'm not letting you go this time. I'm not letting you go. I'll never let go, Jack. Just saying. It's pretty romantic, guys. This is really, really beautiful. Give yourself the space that you need in the beginning of the month. Mid to end of the month, there's communication happening. There's solidifying of relationships happening. It's beautiful. Now, you've got Lioness. You've earned all your stripes. I love this card because this is really talking about understand that everything you went through served its purpose, and you earned your stripes from it. You got to see exactly how strong you were from it. You got to really flex, you know, all of that. And for Cancer, that's a really big deal. Again, you guys aren't the best at sticking up for yourself. And I say that as a Cancer rising. It's no shade. It's just, it's like ingrained in you to want to worry about everybody else. And sometimes that puts you way on the way back burner. And because of that, Cancer can get themselves in positions that are just like, oh my God, this is awful. But understand that there was lessons to be learned in those situations, and you guys have earned all your stripes. Everything you've gone through has brought you to this place where you are now, where things feel so much better and lighter, and you feel like, you know, you have a little bit more direction and clear understanding of exactly what you want, and you feel like you deserve it. Because I think that's what is missing a lot with a lot of Cancers, the deservingness aspect, okay? Now, you got ask for help. What do you really need? Be willing to accept support, Cancer. Now, y'all know y'all don't like help, but people love to help people that they love, right? Think about all the people that you don't mind helping because you love them and you want to see them thrive. So why would it be any different with you? And, you know, there's nothing wrong with asking for help. Actually, there's something powerful in knowing when you've you need some, you know, and just admitting like, hey, can I use some help? Um, don't be too prideful. There's people around you who want to help you, who want to see you do well. And it doesn't matter how big or small this is. You have people and you have support. So that's really what this card is speaking to. Knowing that you have support, knowing that you're loved, and knowing that it's something you can lean on. Okay. Love makes the difference. It says, love helps heal past hurts and provides a sense of security and self-worth. I love it. Love makes the difference, right? So even in terms of like it's saying love heals past hurts. Yeah, this 8 of Cups, it feels like there might be some things that kind of pop up that might have you a little in your feels, but choosing to look at everything through the lens of love, it makes the biggest difference in everything, right? Libra had a similar card, so you might want to check them out, especially if you're done with Libra. Again, there's a lot of air energy here, so you may be. But love makes the difference, and allowing yourself to be loved, and allowing yourself, you know, Cancer is good for loving other people, but allow yourself to be loved, right? Now, Libra got this card, okay? And it says, when I lean on certainty and faith, I change my mind about the world I see. So again, this is about changing perspective, looking at things from different lens, right? And how that changes the world that you see, right? And then the last card you got is God is your source. It says, everything you need is supplied by the infinite source of God, and your faith opens the doorway. Opens the doorway to receive. In God, there's no lack or limitation. Rather, there's plenty of abundance for all to share. So there's a lot about abundance here, especially with this 10 of Pentacles. This card saying that there's plenty of abundance, and that God is your source. So even in terms of asking for help, pray, ask God for help, ask the angels for help. It doesn't just mean people, okay? I hope that this was helpful for you guys. I love you so much. If you would like a personal reading, you can reach out to me at shesvibeytarot@gmail.com, and I will talk to you later. Bye, Cancer.